man, the myth, the legend, the dude, I think, who needs to be... We need to gatekeep Enfield from Cookie, if I'm honest. Honestly, because the dude's looks just ridiculous, right? And I think he's like a gacha look vampire. I think, you know where every time you have a bad pull in Arknights, it's because of Cookie. Dude's on the other side, absorbing your look to just get back-to-back characters. You know what I mean? So I think we have to stop him playing Enfield. Otherwise, we're cooked. We're cooked because the dude's look, it's something that needs to be studied. But let's see what he's got to say then, shall we? The best 6-star Arknights operators of 2025. All right, then. Let's see what Cookie's got to say about who are the best 6-star operators. Now, is this going to be the ones that came out in 2025 or just what he considers to be the best ones as of 2025? All right, let's find out then, shall we? Let's go.
Of 2025, and I think
let me know where the audio levels are
for us to do a grand top 6-star operators of...
Man, it's wild. We can't say it's 2025 anymore. Holy crap, dude, time is flying.
Arknights. And what I'm going to do is to rank a top 12, alright? In no specific order. 12 I think is a good number because that's the size of a squad.
Wait. Oh, the best 6-star operator. I was like, wait a minute, he didn't say 12. He's saying the best 6-star. I was like, wait, he didn't say 12.
That you would rank, and we're only going to be ranking the 6 stars. This list of operators is my own take as to who are the best units in Arknights.
We're growing older, old man.
You may have your own take, so do feel free to comment down in this video. Without further ado, let's go through these operators. I'm going to run through them from my own account, and we're going to make it a little bit suspenseful, alright? So again, no specific order. Out of the 12 units, the first unit that I would name is from the Vanguard class, and I think this unit is pretty darn powerful for the many years that she's been in the game. Awesome utility, a hot pick for so many people, every time appearing in everyone's squad, super popular in CC. Yes, that's right, it has to go to Ines. I think Ines is just a downright...
It's thighs. Yeah. I knew this was coming. Right. I think we all knew this was coming. She's goated. She is goated. She's my wife, by the way, as well. Just because Cookie bought her a dress as well, bro thinks he can take her off me. It's not happening. She's mine, bro. She's mine.
Powerful unit. I don't use her skill tree as much, but her skill tree is also wonderful. But that skill 2 is a brilliant bread and butter.
Yep.
The utility that she has, such that she's able to do a slow movement speed
Jesus
within her
Christ.
range.
Is bro drinking out of a jerry can? What the fuck? Hold up a second. Let me just move my chat overlay here a second. I swear to God, bro's drinking out of a fucking jerry can.
Do a slow movement speed within her range.
Bro's looking to fuel up a fucking jeep to fucking invade Iraq.
Redeploy her somewhere else. There is still that sentry sitting down there in order to still have that utility in play. It's just so damn good. Free bind, no need skill on, and the ability to steal attack is all brilliant. And making enemies lose invisibility is one of the biggest reasons why lots of people are bringing Ines into every
She's
single
got so
run.
much utility, right?
I think it's a pretty darn good unit. It's no doubt one of the best units in the game.
Prince DP as well.
Have a skill that is maybe say as powerful as some of the bursty units, but one of the most insane utility that people don't live without. Next unit comes from the specialist class, and I think it's a surprise pick because people might feel that there are other stronger specialists, but personally having used her in so many of the different stages, in some of the CC clears, IS clears that I've done, I think the utility she provides is insane. And the best part of all is that you don't have to be restricted as to where you place her. It doesn't matter if she's a range unit because you can also place her on the ground. You guessed that right, it's going to be for Ela. Ela, I think, is just an insanely powerful unit. Her damage ceiling is high thanks to that skill tree and also the module giving her some insane damage boost as well. Skill tree does have the wonderful ability to just cast Fragile for a long duration and also to slow down the enemies, which I think is just super good in terms of allowing all of your units to barrage.
It just made me think as well. Did you guys see what happened with fucking Siege? Did you see what happened with Rainbow Six Siege? That like crazy? Actually crazy? Yeah, I'll never get her. Shame.
In any case, if you need to slow the enemies down, you may also do so. Also does have a very nice skill too, where it's that splash damage skill, pretty good in some of maybe say the earlier stages of an IS floor in order to deal with some swarm of mobs that comes into play. But otherwise, I don't think people might not consider
a massive hack, right? It was a massive Rainbow Six Siege hack, but apparently, like, I haven't read into all of it. Apparently, like, I don't know if it was something to do that, like, there was some sort of staff, obviously probably for money, was like pushed over to like India or something, if I remember. And apparently, now I'm kind of like going off just some posts I saw, but I think they're like, it came from somebody within, right? Stuff was sold and stuff like that. I think if I'm right, I could be wrong there, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, man, looked like a major hack. But as I say, it looked like it was potential people on the payroll were involved as well. So yeah, it's because Ubisoft let their subsidiary in India and they decided to. Is that what? That's something what I heard. It was something to do with some part of Ubisoft being involved in India, and like terabytes of data got stolen. Shit, man. Fucking hell, that's crazy. Yeah, I was seeing that loads of people were getting banned as well, weren't they? Yeah. I've seen people like opening packs and then getting nuked.
It's a top 12, but having used her so much and the ease of convenience with the mine, I think people just need to understand how you need to not just leave her skill on, and instead you're constantly just deactivating it so that mines become a bit more repetitive. You're able to place it all over the map in order to
that artwork's
make sure that
as well.
you deal with the problems of a stage. So Ela for me, top 12. This next unit comes from...
Talking about hacks, if you will. Did you see the ROM keys at a hardware level for the PlayStation 5 have been fully accessed now and put out there? So, yeah. Potential J-tagged 360-esque PS5s, maybe. So, yeah, that's crazy as well. Because, like, apparently it was partially done in, like, 2021 or something, right? Or whenever it was. Whenever the PS5 came out. It was, like, not long after it came out, right? But, like, now I think it's fully done at a hardware level as well.
The Sniper class. And it's a fairly new 6-star. Lots of people enjoy using her skills because it's a big missile barrage. Pretty darn good against elite enemies, boss enemies. You need some mob clearance. She can also provide just that. That unit is going to be Lemuel. A super cool design, super cool in the skill sets as well.
I saw Deaddown using her, man. She looks insane.
It's a missile barrage, such that you don't just have...
She looks like she really, like, steamrolls some content, yeah. That's one area I am lacking with my squad a little bit. He's like I've got some good ones, but like, you know, that cracked kind of like a range sniper kind of unit.
To be restricted to placing it in her own range. She can also target enemies that are outside of her range as long as they have the wanted tag on them, which makes it pretty good against some boss clearance, or if certain enemies just get out of her way. Her skill 2 is also very nice because it's got a good damage ceiling. If there's no one that will consume her ammo, it's a wonderful infinite skill to enjoy. So I do think that this unit is probably one of the stronger ones for people to feel. It is a nice niche where she can target an enemy that is even outside of her range. Not many of the current units can do that.
Yo, what's going on here? Welcome back.
Global range casters like Lapland and Golden Glow, but this is quite different in the form that it is basically someone that she can isolate for herself. So right over there, that's got to be a top 12. Next person that I'm giving top 12 to comes from the Medic class, and this one has the ability to heal everybody. Negates quite a few of the mechanics as soon as she was released, because if you don't want any sanity damage, don't want any burn, don't want any necrosis, you call for her. That's right, it's Aya Fiela. Aya Fiela is just done good. The fact that you can basically not have 3 medics in one stage, you can have it all the way down to just...
Like, I feel like I need to get her as well now, because of like, Ardelia, you know what I mean? That fucking skin art as well, beautiful.
One, and you have no problems at all, even if a ton of elemental stuff are hitting you at once. It's gonna be fine. As long as you have a skill on, you manage the timing of it. I think Aya is just a brilliant unit. A pretty popular pick into every single stage that people go for. There might be some other medics that you guys consider, but no doubt when it comes to needing to heal...
Global Healy's E2 skill. Oh, I see.
So definitely Aya is in the top 12. this unit has definitely saved quite a few of your runs. Very good utility, very easy to use as well. If you have never guessed,
Degenerate Gambler don't know you anymore, Binks.
Ascalon.
Hey!
So Ascalon does have good skills all around from skill 1 to 3. Lots of people use skill 1 for...
It's me or the missus. It's me or the missus, boys. You know? So what can I say? I've got good taste, right? Got good tastes. Yeah. Fucking... What can you say, man? She's been, since I got her, just a massive part of my teams throughout most stages. Now, there's a few stages here and there, like, where she's a lot less useful, but man, you can even kind of like ham fist her into anything most of the time, if I'm honest. She's just, you know, actually such a clutch fucking unit. Such a wide variety of use cases as well. Yeah, love Ascalon. Love Ascalon. The slow, the dot, range, everything. I'm here for it. You know what I mean?
EFK skill.
The fact that obviously, what is it? In terms of her targeting, you know, in her getting targeted, should I say?
3 is a pretty good AoE skill to use, although most people aren't thinking about this. The bread and butter is surely going to be on skill 2.
Yep.
Huge amount of movement speed down.
Great E1 unit as well.
Up.
That's one thing I'm quite lucky with my squad, right? Like I've done quite well. In obviously it's luck, but I've been really lucky in terms of the team I've got now. Is genuinely really good for E1, right? They're like, obviously, you know, there's units that can be better with E2 modules and stuff and that, right? But they really do well. They really do well at E1, right? Like it's almost like the perfect squad for an E1 player.
And also big amount of poison damage that comes into play, which is pretty good against the hit count enemies, very good to dish out a ton of arts damage, and by keeping the enemies in her place because of that movement speed down, it allows your surrounding units to bombard all of their attacks into Ascalon range, making it so simple in terms of like killing everybody easily. So even at E1, I think you can use her if you can't E2 her just yet. I don't think there's too much to explain about it. It's the ease of use and just how powerful that she is.
She's like she's like a set and forget kind of character, isn't she? She's set and forget, really.
A top 12 unit. So stay within the arts category for this one because we're going to the caster class. This unit has appeared this year. Don't just have the ability to attack people within their own range, but instead it's all over on the map. Definitely super fun to use. It's nice to see all those wolves flying everywhere because it is definitely Lapland Outer.
Wave.
Not so often that you're using 1 and 2. Them is very niche scenarios, but otherwise it's always going to be on that skill 3. A low SP cost item.
Again, her and you are like the two main reasons I'd love to be E2. Because just using those two together, like, it's fucking sick. But Lappy's still been insanely useful E1, right? And like both skills actually have been quite useful for me in different stages. Now, obviously, when you want to just like start lamping an insane amount of damage, it's skill 2, right? But yeah, man, it is right. Skill 1's for the stationaries, right? I believe, right? And skill 2's the multiple, right? Yeah, man. Even E1, fire. Skill you can't use. No.
SP cost item. What?
She's nice to watch, yeah.
Talking about SP cost skill for you to use. Again, as long as
still gonna be E1 after I'm out. I'll probably say E1 till I've completed the story.
It's always good in terms of flying everywhere. It can cast that nice arts AoE range, such that even if it's on an elite enemy taking some time to kill that particular enemy, the small enemies that comes by will also still receive that damage.
Yeah, the fear sick, yeah.
Pretty darn good. But apart from just
me
the
a couple
damage,
of times,
there's
but
also utility in play, right? She's able to cast a massive global silence, which is good, especially if there's a lot of enemies with abilities to disable. And
doing E1 niche for Enfield.
She's also able to inflict fear, right? Send the enemies to be stuck within their own range, unable to attack anyone for a little while, and then also giving them a movement speed down. Overall, good utility, good damage, simple to use, fun to use.
Yeah.
This unit is just
fun to
great.
use.
Top 12.
Like, it's not even just like a utility and a use case, right? It's like adding the visual element, because I'm a big sucker for like the VFXs on characters. You know, if they look good, I'm kind of sold. Like, I'm like, man, even if a character isn't that great, sometimes I'm like, oh, it looks fucking good while they're doing it, you know what I mean? The audio, and of course, Lappy herself, the way she looks, the way she sounds, her voice lines, she's just the entire package for me, you know what I mean? Like the actual entire package, like Ascalon, utility, and looks, great. But like, Lappy, she's just everything, man. She's just the whole thing for me.
Let's stay within the caster class, because certainly some people will be wondering, how could I be naming Lapland Alter and not this other caster? This caster has been so good to my own account, he's got so much damage in him. Oh, it's a he. You thought it was Ebon Halls? Of course it's not Ebon Halls, it's Logos right over there, because Logos is just one of the biggest arts damage ceiling that we have within the game. Skill 1 is great for the fact that any enemy below his attack
his introduction into the story as well is just insane
really
aura.
Good against those annoying sluggies that you see in certain stages, just a finger tap and no longer any ticklers within the stage. But skill 3 is definitely the one that lots of people are using. Able to hit multiple enemies at once, there's a nice range towards it, and also able to slow down the projectiles coming in the way, which is good in terms of sustaining any range damage attacks. Also, his module allows him to get even more damage thanks to the fact that he can cast Necrosis. When enemies are under the effect of Necrosis, they will get an explosion, which is just a fixed amount of damage, and they will also get a big amount of attack down. 50%. They will also receive elemental damage per second, which is pretty darn good. If these enemies are under the burst effect of Necrosis, there's also extra elemental damage that he
Damn, look at the numbers, bro!
It's just damage on damage, such that it's so easy to peel away enemies even if they have high resistance. And speaking of resistance, he's also able to reduce the resistance of enemies by -10 and also have even bigger arts damage. There is a nice utility where there's a chance for him to cast slow to the enemies.
So like,
if you can.
as somebody who has an E1, E2 jet, right? Because I am at some point. I am going to E2. I am, right? It's just kind of like I say itself. And I know we've got a squad now that has definitely made the E1 less as a feat, if you will, as it was in our like first 7 or 8 chapters, right? I still kind of want to stick to it, and I still think there's definitely some things where we are incredibly held back by just our damage ceiling and stuff. But I'm genuinely excited about E2ing when I do it, because of stuff like this, because I've got 40-50% of the game that's just I haven't experienced yet in regards to my operators, and I can't wait to just start playing around with different characters with the E2 and then really getting into the nitty gritty with their kits and the small details about each character, and really getting to grips with that. I'm genuinely excited about doing it. There's part of me that's I am man, I feel like just scrapping E1 just to experience that. But it's I really want to see if we can do the entire thing E1, you know?
That slow chance, will get even bigger, which is pretty nice to have. Overall, pretty powerful unit for everybody to want. We're heading into the Defender class next, and this unit is someone that I use so heavily in many of my different clears thanks to the fact that he's got a very special niche onto him. No other units can do it. There's one other unit that does something similar to it, but the fact that he's able to just pull people in
It's you, right? It's you. I thought that's who he's talking about. He's got to be talking about you, right?
To his range, it gives so much unique strategies, and that is going to be Yu, a limited unit.
Yu, is that how you say? Yeah, Yu is so fun with, man, so many different units, right? The way you can bounce his skill off, and I'm talking about his suck off skill, right? Off of the unit, whether that be an Entelekia or an AoE caster or something, or even an Ascalon or something like that, where, or even a fucking Tragodia, something like that, where you pull them all in and then lamp down a bunch of utility in that. It's just fun. It's just really fun, that is, for me.
Right over there, Yu does have that skill tree.
What skill?
Most people hear off.
Not enough flexibility.
The arts damage dealers the ability to
Marosa.
Nice, but I would say that skill 2 being that low SP cost, being able to pull the enemies into him, increasing his block count, his HP, his attack, and also...
It's funny, using him to, fuck up the pathing of, bosses and stuff as well, right? It's actually really enjoyable, that is. It's dope, man. We used it against Patriot, done it on Tallulah at points. What's a fucking face, man? From fucking... Was it chapter 9 or chapter 10 now? Oh, fuck, I forgot her name. The pillar chick. The one who was fighting Horn and Bagpipe fucking bagpiped off away from her. What's her name now, chat? What's her name? It's chapter 10. It was chapter 10, right? It was chapter 10, wasn't it? Like, yeah, just a lot of fun to use in that regard, man. I love doing that. Mandragora, that's it. Yeah.
Using that big amount of burn, it
Forgot her name then.
Such a satisfying skill. There are bosses that are also not immune to teleport. In fact, some of the newer bosses don't even have immunity to teleport. So the fact that you can change their pathing, whether is it the elite enemies as well, it's really good in a sense that you can make everybody barrage into maybe say Yu's style, or if not, just let Yu be the soloist to kill everybody with that single skill use. It's overall just a brilliant
and the artwork's
unit.
fucking sick.
Apart from the teleporting, there's another unit that also satisfies a niche that I think no other units in the game can have. The ability to not just stay within his own tile, but to fly over to the other side of the map to do a huge amount of damage. That has to come from the guard class, and it's going to be Upenius. Upenius' classic skill is that skill tree. 25 SP skill, super...
Well, I wouldn't know about that, but OPP, again, I've said it before, best 50-50 loss ever in a gacha game. Actual cinema, plot armor, crazy. The all penis spook was just fucking insane, man. Actually insane. I swear Solon flicked a switch for that.
Simple to use, long skill duration, HP goes up, attack goes up by a huge amount, and a long stun duration of 6 seconds. It's an insanely good skill. I must say that when Upenius first released, I didn't think too much about it, but the more I use him, it is very busted. Very good to, of course, group together with the Abyssal Hunters. If you're playing things like integrated strategies, tons of artifacts will help this guy, right? Stun time up, the initial SP on deployment, increased SP regen, it's all super done nice. If you're going for an AFK version of Upenius, you do have that skill too, which is also good in terms of increasing his attack and his block count, but otherwise there's also the ability for him to regen. If there's enemies that does come some kind of like poison-ish damage onto him, he will still be able to restore HP whenever he takes that damage in, and it's just all done good in order for you to enjoy. Upenius up there, top 12. Are you ready for this? Because I did mention I'm not going to be ranking any of the units in front. We've covered 9 out of 12 units, but now that we're down to the last 3.
Is you ranking them?
This is a pretty clear-cut top 3 to me.
Okay.
So I am going to say who's in first place, second place, and third place in terms of the strongest 6 stars in this game.
Who do you reckon's in here, chat?
Without further ado,
who's in the top 3?
Third place.
I'm curious, who's in the top 3? If you've watched the video, don't cheat. But if you haven't, who's the top 3, do you reckon? Well, actually, not. You know what? Who's the top 3? Who's your top 3? Who's your top 3? Who's your top 3 6 stars? Who is your top 3 6 stars? Could be a Trago Exu. Tragodia, like, is cracked, right? Like, even to the point at E1, like, I am attempting to, like, use him as little as possible. Now, if I have to, I will. I'm not afraid to say that. But, like, dude's fucking cracked, man. Like, it's actually fucking ridiculous how good Tragodia is, right? So that kind of makes sense to me. Obviously, the Wisadel being in there kind of makes sense as well. Exualta. Tragodia's death there, yeah, probably right. Tragodia is fucking insane. You know, and even as somebody who's an E1 player, I'm like, whoa, unless I need to, or I'm just playing around having fun, I'm like, I feel like I need to not have him in there, you know? Cat is broken with the -65 readable. You cannot solo ending 1 regardless of differing IS6. Tragodia, Exu, Monster. Ooh, Monster's a good shout as well. Monster's a good shout as well, you know, because Monster's fucking really good. Really good.
It's gonna go to Exia Alter.
Okay.
Exia Alter has such a big physical damage ceiling. Skill 2 is really good to use in terms of good ASPD as long as she can steal it from someone. The ability to hit multiple enemies at a time, you know, a pseudo AoE kind of splash range. And the fact that she can get a good barrier. Huge amount of HP increase that it gives to her.
It's not using
Sustainability of this unit is just pretty damn good. Exia is great on the skill
Monster
2
can fucking
and
really
also on
good.
the skill 3 for the fact that skill 3 is a very
Which
fast skill,
probably can.
quite similar to the old Exia skill 3 as well. You know, a Gatling gun, smaller damage peak than the
Talking
skill
about
2.
this, yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. Tragodia, like, even though, as I say, I'm trying to use him less, I'm still glad I got it because he's just super fun. He's just really fun, man. He's really, really fun to use as well, isn't he? The tactical cat's just fucking sick.
If your enemy don't have as high of a defense, you can comfortably use the skill tree to just slam them all down.
Yeah, this isn't just this year
and also
now.
the nice ability to redeploy someone if you need that sort
Picks
of
on these to use
situation.
Wisadel one time to see what true power is. I should really, shouldn't I?
That she can heal herself if she requires to, and she also has the chance to bombard even greater amount of damage. There is some assistance to ammo type units as well, so if you're playing a Laterano squad, it's going to be great. If you haven't used her next year yet, you haven't gotten her yet, borrow it. It's pretty clear cut that this unit is one of the strongest in the game. Okay, moving on. Now down to the final two. It's between second place and first place. And in my personal opinion, the second place strongest unit in the game, that has to go to Wisadel.
Oh,
Wisadel
do you reckon Tragodia is number
doesn't
one?
even need explanation. Everybody has tried this unit, whether to borrow it or if you have her in the account, she is too
Use
damn
Wisadel
good.
for
Oh,
once.
Wisadel! Oh, you naughty Wisadel! She's so good, I couldn't even make her a mod 3 because I couldn't resist myself. You know, I cannot experience this type of damage. But you guys have, because you have a mod 3 Wisadel in your account, because you know that her skill tree is damn good. The ability to have the summons that's in play, doing a huge amount of just cannon damage, the ability for them to have good auto attack that is in play even after her skill is turned off, camouflaging herself is also pretty darn good. Skill 2 also is a nice skill where it's able to bombard lots of shockwaves onto the
She's
enemy.
like a jack of all trades and like a master of them as well, right? You know, like that saying, jack of all trades, master of none. She's kind of like the opposite.
Hitting multiple people at once. And there's also a nice skill 1 auto skill if you require to use her. This unit is so easy to use. People call her the brain dead queen of the game, right? Just don't need to think, place her down and she clears everything for you. Maybe just have some defenders to hold the enemies.
Yo, Kieran, is that you? Vay Smith, dude, thank you very much for the membership, my guy. Actual legend. Appreciate ya. Thank you. Welcome to the stream as well, man. Hope you had a good holiday season, my guy. Appreciate ya.
A bit of healers, have some vanguards. You can complete the team with her as just a solo DPS in so many stages. So of course, that's our second place. I know some of you are shocked
Permanent
now.
account
You'll be
damage.
thinking to yourself, wait, Wisadel was not number 1? Who is
It's gotta be
the first
Tragodia,
place
right?
unit in the game? Funnily, this first place unit is only just recently released in Arknights, so it's only been a few months since people experienced
Gotta
him.
be, yeah.
But it's so damn good. Big damage, big utility, elemental stuff going on to him. So easy to use. It's definitely gotta go to Mr. Tragodia. It's a crime that he doesn't have L2D, by the way. One day he's gonna get an L2D skin. But this guy is top notch. I didn't
Just cracked, right? Actually fucking insane. But like, again, fun as fuck, man. The cat's just fun. Like, I do really like him, but actual fucking insane powerhouse, right? Just ridiculous. Just actually ridiculous. Like the stall capability as well. It's kind of like you saw it actually on this event, yeah, when we were using him. The stall capability. It's fucking insane, man.
think he was crazy, but I gotta give it to him. That cat sure knows how to do big things. Skill 2 is the classic skill that most people will be using. It's very easy to charge. Simply place the cat down, it can lure the enemies into the cat. If you don't want the lure, you can even retreat the cat. Whatever that you do, it will cast a giant bomb that
Like,
will cause this sort of...
The control with the cat as well, right? It's the actual control with it as well, like that you can actually retreat it and stuff like that as well. You did, Kieran. That's good to hear, buddy. That's good to
paralysis
hear.
damage, or basically nervous impairment. So nervous impairment will cause the enemies to, have that sort of explosion yet again. If I just shift my camera down, it has a big amount of elemental damage, and it causes the enemies to be unable to attack. for 3 stacks. So they'll try to hit.
Tragodia makes me
and
eat,
nothing
so I put him as 0. Number 0.
happens for 3 times. And if you can repeat it again by putting in the cat, you could actually cause an enemy to no longer attack if they have a low attack speed. But the fact that you can lure them as well, it also causes them to have that movement speed down, which is pretty damn good for you to enjoy. It's just crazy what that skill 2 does. Skill 3 is also great. I haven't been using skill 3 as much, but it's also easy to use in terms of casting lots of nervous impairment onto everybody if, let's say, any of the enemies don't have that nervous impairment yet.
So specifically, what does skill 3 do?
They will try to take it, and then otherwise those that have it will just be able to receive more damage. It is overall just a pretty damn good skill. 2, 3, 1 is okay for people to use if they want to, just to get that bind, but yeah, 2 is just the easy one in order for people to enjoy. Definitely, if you haven't experienced him yet, go borrow from a friend. You will realize how simple it is to cheese tons of content together with him. And that is my top 12 6-star units of Arknights in 2025. That is my own tier list. You guys might have your own.
We got some units on the list.
Top 10, 12 or 20, up to you. I wish I could have named more units. There were so many that I had to resist naming within this video. But to me, this was my conclusive 12 that I think are the bestest of all in this game. I hope that you guys didn't mind the opinion that I shared. I mean, Wisadel is about to come out from the poster to kick me very soon. But I hope you like whatsoever that I presented in this one. And let me know how you feel towards the strength of the units in the game. Yeah, things might change next year. Maybe the older units might surprising.
I think it's fair, right? Like, fucking Tragodia is insane. Actually insane. Yeah. Can't even argue with it, really, to be fair.
Perform better little that we know it, or the newer units might come to play. I might do it again at the end of 2026, but otherwise, that's what I'm just gonna put for this video. I'll see you guys in more videos to come. Alright, bye.
Alright, yep. Another cookie W. Great video.